and welcome to the winners for the last time this season. A shortened version because of our live coverage of the South Australian Grand Final. Well, by now, nearly all of you will have seen the 1984 VFL Grand Final. So here again for the Essendon fans, another look at your day of triumph for the first time since 1965. But for the Hawthorn supporters, there's something here for you as well. Clearly the best two teams of the season. Hawthorn had the advantage of winning last year's Grand Final by a record margin, and all three games against Essendon this year. Well, the crowd of 92,685 was bitterly disappointing. But this year, for the first time, VFL Park members were given full rights at the MCG, and clearly too much space was allocated to them. And while the public clamoured for room, there were spaces left strangely vacant, and it was the worst Grand Final attendance since the 50s. Well, so often, Grand Finals have been decided by an opening burst. This was to prove different, and a comeback was in the offing late in the game. We pick it up at the start, and with me in commentary, Tim Lane and dual premiership captain Mike Fitzpatrick.
Umpire Rowan Saws bounces the ball to start the 84 VFL Grand Final, and Ian Payton, a late inclusion for the Hawks, is up doing the ruck work at the start, and Rhett comes out of it with a free kick from the centre circle to give Hawthorn first use of the ball. He goes long to half forward. Matthews and Byrne at the back, roving the pack. Lester Smith, Matthews lines them up.
And felled after he got rid of the kick. He might get another one yet.
I think should get another one through.
It took 25 seconds, the first goal of the Grand Final. What a way for the inspiring Hawthorn skipper Lee Matthews to set the ball rolling for the brown and golds.
It's a Hawthorn free in the middle. Ian Payton, a late inclusion, to take the free kick. High with the breeze, inside half forward. Big leap by Tuck. Roving Robertson. Another goal to the Hawks. What a start!
.90 seconds they've taken. 90 seconds of playing time. 2 goals to the Hawks. This time it's umpire James. And the Dons have got to stop the rot. It happened in the second semi. It happened last year. Baker to half forward. Van der Haar missed it. Merritt was retarded. Well played Ayres out to the wing. Hawker in front of Judge. Hawker well. Very well. Right on the wing to put the Dons into attack.
Hawker did well on Judge in the second semi. On him again.
And a 15-metre penalty with Brereton getting over the mark. A long 15 metres. He's still too far out to score. Goes for the short pass. Lead by Watson. Very vital that Essendon get the next goal, because so often in previous years we've seen a rush of goals at the start of a Grand Final virtually decided. Swirling breeze, Watson into it. Good looking kick, a beauty! Not quite there. Punched away from Van der Haar. Essendon's first score. They trailed 2 goals to 1 point.
You saw Van der Haar then handball the ball away. Straight away they're wasting time on the forward line. Some interesting positional changes. Looks like Hurd has got Dipper Domenico.
McCarthy's at full back for the Hawks. He looks for Dipper. Hurd up from behind with an effective spoil. Madden had to virtually go in and rove. Now Dipper Domenico, but well smothered Hurd. Wallace beyond the centre. Very indecisive, both teams. Robertson first to the ball, folds the pursuer. Long kick, where will it go? Norm Smith medalist last year. 2 goals in less than 4 minutes to Colin Robertson, and the Hawks lead by 17 points.
Blistering start by Hawthorn. Bounce favours the Hawks too. Madden clean possession. Great smother out of the middle by Payton. Goes to Neagle. Under pressure Essendon. Going backwards. But they'll take a free kick for a high tackle. And it's on. Payton had a bit of a dip.
Yes, Payton appears to be out there. He certainly started on the ball, which has surprised many, but he's a very physical player, and I think he'll be on early to wear Simon Madden down. Simon Madden, a rumour around that he's been a little ill during the week.
Neagle from half back. Good kick towards half forward. Donnell from behind was the leaper. Got hands on it. Van der Haar down, courtesy of an Ayres tackle. and a ball up is the only decision possible. Umpire James, the man with the whistle, officiating in his second grand final with umpire Saws, who was in a similar situation. They together umpired the 82 grand final between Carlton and Richmond. The Hawks really intense, really getting their bodies in there. Another ball up forced, up towards Essendon's half-forward line. 5 minutes down, Hawthorn in front by 17 points.
Madden wins the tap, but can't find a teammate. It's pressure in there. Off the ground for the Hawks. Spills to Watson. Hurried kick, didn't look. Out of bounds on the bounce at half-forward flank. And they just haven't got time, Essendon, to get balanced. 5.5 minutes gone. Hawthorn 3 goals. Oh, great punch up the ground there by Russo. Goes to centre wing to Folds. Inboard, but his hand pass behind Hurd. Bounces all right for him. Beautiful pass. Watson's been in a lot of things. Blazes for goal. It holds up. Ayres is back there. Oh, what a great mark! Sensational mark by Ayres.
Did that ball hold up in the wind though, Drew? It usually swirls quite a lot out in the MCG, but normally you'd expect that ball to carry a little further than it did.
Yes, the Hawks may have an advantage, but they've certainly capitalised. Merritt from behind didn't touch it. Dipia Domenico almost marked it. Well done, Lester Smith. Gained 40 metres. Oh, strong stuff. Well played, Duckworth. He's the strong man. Slow. Baker. Caught red-handed. Hawthorn free kick. The Hawks are strong and tough. Judge takes it on the wing and centres the ball to Payton, who is unmanned.
Short pass by Payton. Finds Schwab up the ground. He can get on his left boot and kick a long one with the breeze. He's done that. Matthews. Still a chance for the Hawks. Still Matthews. It spills. Loveridge. 4th goal to the Hawks. Essendon held on for the remainder of the first quarter, and the margin stayed about the same during 2 low-scoring middle quarters. So at the start of the last term, Hawthorn lead by 23 points. Start of the last quarter, and are we going to see a fairy tale comeback by Essendon to win their first flag in 19 years? A mighty kick by Williams. Van der Haar's there. On the ground, Baker! He's got it! That could be just what the Bombers need. 3 goals to Leon Baker.
So inside a minute of the final quarter, the margin is back to 17 points. Byrne with a blood nose. He carried one in the second semi. Watson played for the free and got it, but Thompson wants to run on. Out wide, the chance is on for Bradbury. Ayres is bearing down. Sweeps it inside. Folds to full forward. Harvey, well tackled. Ball up. Schwab, fine effort. Says, why didn't I get the free kick? But umpire James said the ball was held to the blonde 19-year-old Essendoner.
Less than 3 straight kicks the difference. The Bombers haven't looked like it all day. But still, Hawthorn haven't got a match-winning lead. Whistle's gone. Be a free kick to Wallace. Centre half back. Kick by Terry Wallace to Curran, who came on in the 3rd quarter. Knocked away from him by Weston. Goes to Neagle. Bombers certainly do look hyped up and charged up for this last term. A centering kick. Danaher, big fly. And at the back, Bradbury. It's another one. He's got it. 11 points the difference.
This is what the Bombers needed. Madden not in the action today. Danaher diving after it. Williams, great tackle, Wallace. Now Schwab. Brereton. But there's a free kick going Hawthorn's way, is there?
He thought so.
Still play on, and Ayres picks it up. Towards Curran. Mark paid.
Peter Curran, just to the left of centre half forward. I think too far out to score. He's gone back a long way, right back into the centre square. Former champion goal kicker in the seconds at Hawthorn. He's unloaded his best kick, way offline. Madden, you can do something. And at last, Simon Madden does take an overhead mark. He was interchanged in the third quarter. He's kicked to half-back flank. Oh, terrific mark. Curran again.
That was an even better one. But a worse kick. Robertson. Spoil from Folds. And a throw in. Hawthorn's forward pocket. The Hawks, the title holders, the professionals, now looking for the response to an inspired start by the Dons in this last quarter. Madden versus Brereton in ruck. Clean knock Madden. Lester Smith. That's pressure. Throw in.
Madden again. Getting up high. Clark underfoot. Goes to tuck. Ball pulled off his boot virtually by Walsh. Hasn't gone out yet. Well played by Kevin Walsh. Danaher could have given away a free. I thought he was into Curran's back. The umpire didn't play it.
Weston looks as though he's gone back onto Mew, and Danaher's come out onto Curran after those 2 marks.
Listen to that crowd. The Bomber fans going mad now. Madden climbing high, but can't work the ball clear of the pack. So another ball up.
Hey, and hasn't he been stung into action by being interchanged?
11 points in it, 5 minutes gone, so heaps of time left yet. We've got a great grand final last quarter in front of us, and the Dons have made it so by kicking those 2 goals. Madden and Byrne. Madden wins, but again the ball doesn't come clear, and again umpire James has to call for it.
Simon Madden really trying to do something now to lift the Bombers. He's leaping higher than he's done all day. Gets it to Danaher. It spills to Walsh. Now it spills to Watson, but Walsh will take a free kick for being held when not in possession. Switches play. Bradbury. Pushed by Green. Play on, says the umpire. Chance for Hurd. Support by Hawker. Great pass. Weston on the forward line.
Vanderhaar leads. I think he'll go long to Duckworth, who's up in the square. Baker's there too. Oh, he's taken a long time, an eternity. Now Duckworth leads. Oh, an atrocious kick. I think he put himself under pressure by taking far too long and then trying to kick the cover off the ball. So relief for the Hawks. And badly needed it was.
It's one of the problems with the shuffles that Sheedy's been doing, is that he's playing, if he now has 2 or 3 players out of position, and they are not necessarily doing the right thing.
Kick by Green. Oh, great mark by Mew. Wow. Some tall timber in front. Madden and Byrne. His kick to the wing. Walsh lifting himself. Eade leaves it for Loveridge. Great play again by Hurd. The spills go to Watson. Watson centres. Duckworth's there. It wasn't really a centering kick. Duckworth in the pocket. Kicks backwards to Thompson. And now Thompson is not far off centre and 35 metres from goal.
And very good play by Billy Duckworth, realising he was probably unlikely to convert. Looked inboard immediately, and of course Essendon players are awake to it. The confidence has relifted a bit. That's reminiscent of the sort of play they've been putting in during the year.
Thompson's kick is good. It's one kick the difference.
So the Dons, without a flag since 1965, clawing their way back to within 5 points at the 7-minute mark of the last quarter. Byrne beats Madden, but the Dons hustle it away through Williams. Too far for Baker. Now he's onto it. Now he's got it. Open goal! The Dons are in front by 1 point at the 8-minute mark. 4 goals to Leon Baker.
5 minutes later, and now Essendon lead by 4 points.
Did it carry? It didn't. Weston has to paddle it to Bradbury, who kicked the 2nd goal in the onslaught. O'Halloran, sloppy, Green, pressure. Ayres, a half kick, a very intelligent one to Russo.
From half back he goes with a hand pass to Eade. Out wide to Judge. Hawthorn haven't scored in this quarter. Essendon have kicked 4-3. at the back of the spills. Walsh. Oh, he cops one. Down he goes. Umpire comes in to speak to Digitised, and he's gone.
Yes, and he's gone 4 weeks late.
He was beaten early. He was interchanged. He's just been back on the ground about 4 minutes. Comes straight on and gets reported. Be a long delay here. Well, Kevin Walsh is loaded onto the stretcher and carried off.
Of course, that could take a bit of sting out of their run, Drew.
I wonder, though, remember last year, of course, the Watson-Robertson incident was still discussed. D-I-S-G-U-S-T if you're an Essendon supporter.
It looks like Merritt will come on. And almost certainly would go straight to centre-half back on Brereton, I think.
2 or 3 minutes lost here. Bombers lead by 4 points. They've done all the scoring in this last quarter. 4-3 to nothing.
Last time I recall a delay like this in the last quarter of a grand final was 77 when Doug Gott was carried off. That match ended in a draw.
Looks like Duckworth has gone back to Brereton, which I think is a good move. Merritt coming out will probably play as a forward where Duckworth was. Picked up by Mew.
So as the clock ticks up to 17 minutes, play is about to restart with Essendon leading by 4 points. After a whirlwind last quarter comeback, they've kicked 4 goals, those 4 coming in 8 minutes. Hawthorn without a score thus far in the quarter. 4 goals, 3 to nothing. And Hurd gives it to Clark, who got away from Matthews, who was caught napping. Mark taken by Schwab as light rain starts to fall again. Schwab on the centre line, drives the Hawks forward. Curran, his 3rd good mark in this last quarter.
Undisciplined play by Danaher. That could be very expensive.
Could cost them the lead right here.
That's the difference between a 60-metre shot and about a 40, because it was a long 15. It's surprising to see the cool captain make a mistake like that. He's done it! The Hawks are back in front at the 18-minute mark. Hawthorn by 2 points.
Centre square infringement.
That's another undisciplined piece of work.
Free kick to Byrne, who's played a great game. Top kick. Brereton from the back. He's got it. No, not quite. Matthews somehow gets a kick in. Thompson doubles back. Good kick to Watson. Listen to the crowd on Digitised. Oh, getting free is Baker. Hurd. Hurd's kick to half forward. Weston. McCarthy with his back to the ball. Couldn't stop it.
Well, that could have been another 15 because he was definitely retarded by McCarthy and prevented from getting the kick away quickly. He goes long. It's a big one. Van der Haar. 1 point the difference at the 19.5-minute mark, but the quarter will go well over 30 minutes, so there's a long way to go yet.
Good kick in this time by O'Halloran, finding Green at centre-half back. Well, it's a heart stopper just like the second semi-final last Sunday week. To centre wing, Brereton, great catch. It's a wet ball, light rain falling at the moment. A lead by Matthews, gap closed by Clark. And Hawker with pace. Across the face of goal. Confident football by Glenn Hawker. Can't find a man, but he can find the line.
Well, it was confident play in a way, but of course he had nothing to kick to. He was really left with very few options, was forced across the ground despite the fact he ran for about 30 yards. No options appeared.
Madden, pretty physical, straight to Russo, which wasn't accurate. But the mark is taken by Clark, who goes across the face towards Neagle. Does he find him? Eade bearing down quickly. Out on the full. Well done, Eade. And the Hawks now keeping it in. Looks for Matthews. Good spoil by Nobby Clark. Well played. I'm mentioned that 77 draw. What a similar game. North kicked 9.22 that year. Essendon at the moment 9.19.
Incredible that Essendon could be 9.19 today after 28 goals, 6 last week.
Baker, yes! Western it was.
Essendon swamping Hawthorn in the last quarter. But there's still time left for the Hawks to win their second flag in a row. Merritt taps to Western again. An unlikely forward. Inboard he goes to Watson. Could almost seal it. It'll take Hawthorn 3 goals from here.
We're in time on. It will be a long time on period. The Dons look to have the flag won. Merritt is playing like a man inspired. Harvey up to half forward. Mew first to the ball. Western, who's been magnificent in attack chase as well. Di Domenico roundly hooted and beautifully tackled by Madden, who wins the free kick. And would not the Essendon crowd love that as Payton prepares to come back. In fact, Hurd will take the free. I thought the Madden tackle was the really effective one.
Essendon, after managing only 5 goals in 3 quarters, have kicked 7-4 in this last term to 1 goal. Harvey has a chance to drive it further home. It's close. Just offline.
Shepherd Merritt for Watson, who has another pop shot. The flag's won now. The Dons have won their 13th premiership. Of that, there can be no doubt.
See the Bombers fly up, up to win the premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the Bombers fly up, up. The other teams they don't fear. They all try their best, but they can't get near as the Bombers fly up. Flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the Bombers fly up, up. The other team